Hi, welcome to another episode of Talking Titans. My name is Harpreet Shergill and I am your host. I've got over 20 years experience in terms of delivering presentations, talks, coaching and upskilling people to be better, more competent, more confident and more authentic speakers. This is where we upskill you and develop you and make you a stronger and more powerful speaker. So today I want to talk about why you should use slides when you're presenting or giving your talk or your speech. Sometimes people choose to speak and give a talk just speaking and talking. They have no background, they have no slides, they have nothing accompanying them. And sometimes this is quite powerful and quite effective. But actually, when you're starting off speaking and you're starting your journey, there is nothing more effective than having some slides to enhance your speech, to quietly give you a backdrop as a complement to your message. Don't get me wrong, you are the message, you are the person that the audience have come to see and speak and experience, not your slides. But when slides are designed into your speaking performance, they can really enhance the message that you're delivering. And they can act as a counterpoint to what you are saying. They can introduce some drama and suspense into your message. A picture is really worth 1,000 words, and a slide correctly chosen and correctly displayed can actually boost the message you're trying to give and increase your effectiveness 100-fold as a speaker and as a presenter. Using slides can really enhance the power and the impact of your speech. But you have to be careful with slides and design them in a nice, simple and clear way. And look out for a future video on slide design. What do I mean by nice, clean, simple and compelling design? Big images, impactful, powerful, emotive images that cause an emotional response in your audience when they see and they look at the image or they read the word. An image is really worth 1,000 words. And if you have some really strong, compelling images that generate an emotional response in your audience, that will cause dopamine to be released in their brain, which will allow the retention of memory of the key messages that you're landing. So powerful images, single words or simple statements on a slide behind you really upskill and empower your speech, and it will help the audience retain and act on your message. If you're enjoying watching this video, I wanted to provide some value to you, the viewer, and I wanted to share with you the Speaking Success Primer. This is a free download that you can download from the first link in the video description. And it's a single page PDF document and it contains 10 top tips on how to immediately improve your speech giving and talk giving and presentation skills. These 10 top tips are designed to be immediate and practical and make you think about how you can progress on your journey as a speaker. And they give real and practical insights into how you can improve your next speaking project. So that is something that I wanted to do for you right now. Please click on the first link and download this and start your journey now as a speaker and a presenter. How do you design a powerful and compelling slide? Step 1. Choose an image and have the whole slide filled with your image. Step 2. Choose a keyword or a single powerful statement that's positioned somewhere in alignment with the image that you're using. Step 3. Align the slide to what you're saying and at the correct moment that you want to say what you're saying and link it to the slide behind you. Step 4. Practice the alignment of your speaking and the movement of the slide behind you so that your message lands powerfully with the audience. So how do you create a powerful slide to support you in your speaking? 3 simple steps. 1, find a really powerful and compelling image and take your time to find the right image of a good quality and with a powerful frame that denotes something, some sort of human emotion. You know, if you're talking about speed and effectiveness and power, you know, you could have the cutaway of the wheel of a sports car. If you're talking about caring and tenderness, you could have the image of a baby's hand. So really think about the image that you're going to use when building your slides to enhance your speech. You are not just giving a speech. Your job is that of a storyteller. Your job is that of a performer, of an actor. Your job is as an entertainer. You may well be talking about a very serious topic or a subject, but it is your job to deliver a powerful and compelling experience that moves the audience. Otherwise, what's the point in speaking? You're speaking to change, to deliver change, and to give something to the audience so that their lives will be improved and that you're going to add value. And if you design your slides powerfully to support what you're saying, your audience will be mesmerized. If you're enjoying watching this video, I want to share with you a new online course that I've published recently called The Basics of Speaking. This is a course designed for you, the viewer, to improve your ability to speak and present with impact. It contains 3.5 hours worth of video content, 6 downloadable frameworks to help you in your growth and development as a speaker, 9 reflection worksheets that will help reinforce the learnings that you're having, 10 video lessons to help go through all the different aspects of speaking and presenting. And this course is really designed not just to upskill your speaking skills, but to get you to think about the complete and whole speaking experience. It really is about designing experiences for your audience rather than simply just giving speeches. So click on the second link in the description below and go to the page that explains more about the course, and there's also a little video that will give you more detail and you'll be able to see all the breakdown of the lessons. So if you're interested in continuing your journey with me and you're getting value from all the videos that I've provided so far, please do check out the Basics of Speaking online course right now. So now I would like you to think about the kind of content that will go on your slide. We've already talked about some really powerful and compelling and really sharp images. Good quality, good definition, good colour, good framing, the way that the picture has been taken, and the impact that it has on the audience. I also want you to think about using video clips. Video is great because it introduces movement and motion into your experience when you're presenting. And I also want you to think about using audio, using background music, either with your video clip or with an image, or using some music when you introduce your speech and you've got the intro or maybe the conclusion. What you really want to do with your slides and with your speech is to introduce motion, sound, audio, an immersive experience for your audience that they find compelling. What you really want to happen for your audience and every single member of your audience is for them to forget about all of their cares and worries, and for the next 10 or 15 or 20 minutes, for the duration of your speech and your talk, they are fully immersed in your experience that you've designed for them. They let go of everything, they sit back, they relax, and they really enjoy what is going on. And the litmus test, the absolute marker of distinction for you having had an impact on your audience, is that they leave your speech with more than what they had when they came into your speech. You have delivered value that they've taken away. They are going away with metaphorically filled pockets, overflowing with abundance that has come from your speech, your story, your authenticness, and your ability to design an amazing and compelling experience for your audience. You want to actually create and deliver something that leaves them mesmerized, that will have the audience talking about your speech for days, for weeks, months, even years. And you, the viewer watching this video, you have that absolute ability and that potential to do this. So it's great. You have decided that your next speaking project is going to use slides, and you're going to use video, you're going to use images, you're going to use sound, and you're going to design an amazing experience for your audience. So how do you start to pull it all together? My suggestion would be to storyboard your ideas and concepts, and actually do it 2D before you go searching for video clips and images in the 3D world. And what I mean by that is get some post-it notes, get some A5 post-it notes, find a blank wall and start to stick up some post-it notes. Draw on them roughly. You don't have to be an artist. What you're drawing is the type of slide that you need at that point in your speech. So maybe a minute into your speech after your introduction, you're going to have a slide which has a piece of fruit in it because you may be talking about healthy living, for example. So you quickly draw an apple on your slide, stick it on the wall, and then you look at your speech and you look at natural points where you can insert some media content, whether it's an image, whether it's video, whether it's audio. But you have to do this as a complete framework, and you've got to do this before you start to search for your video or your images. Otherwise, what sometimes happens is you find an amazing image that you just fall in love with and you want to use it in your speech and your talk and on your slide. But the image doesn't actually match in with what you're saying, and it doesn't align to your message. If you storyboard your speech on a wall, use post-it notes, and each post-it note can represent a slide. So for example, if you're giving a talk for 10 minutes, you may decide to show a slide, whether it's an image or a video, after every minute. So you've got 10 slides that you want to create. You have to understand at a mental concept level where the slides fit in to what part of your speech. And really what you need to do is have your speech completed, or at least an outline of your speech, before you decide to search for images and videos, because you need to know what you're searching for to bring out a particular point, to signal the ending of a particular chapter within your talk, and to signal the starting of a particular chapter in your talk. So that's what you've got to do. Get some post-it notes, storyboard it out on a wall, stand back, look at it, reflect on it, come back and look at it the following day, and then, and only then, once you've got a clear mental model, do you then sit down and start to search for your images or your video clips and your audio to start to bring it all together to create that really unique and amazing experience that is going to leave your audience wowed. So let's just break down where we are in the process. So at the beginning, you had an invitation to do a speech or a talk or a presentation or an opportunity, and you sat down and you outlined your speech. You've got your title, your introduction, your 3 key messages in the body, and then you've also got your conclusion and your finishing and your closer. You've then, on a wall, outlined your speech with your slides and the images and the concept ideas for each slide that you want to use. Then what you've done is you've actually sat down and you've searched for images and you've searched for videos in terms of what you want to do and how you want to pull it together in your speech. So now we come to the next stage in the process, which is what do you do with your slides that have either got an image on there or they've got a video clip on there? How do you enhance that particular slide? Do you want to put a word, position a word in a strategic place on the slide to emphasize the message that you're giving? So for example, if you're talking about providing care and you've got the image of a baby's hand on the slide, then you could just have the word care. Or if you're talking about process, you've got the image of a gear cogwheel dripping with oil, you could just have process as a word. Sometimes what I do when I'm designing my slides is I may have a word, or I may actually have a whole statement placed at the bottom or at the top of the image. If you've got a single word, you can actually play around with where you position it. And we'll go into this in more depth on a future video looking at and talking about slide design, so keep an eye out for that. And then the final part of the process is you've got your slides, you've got them on your laptop or your computer monitor, you've got a clicker so you can stand as if you're going to give your talk, and you've got your speech. Now you may have your speech printed out in front of you or on bullet cards, but hopefully you've done the work and you've got it memorized. And this is where the real magic happens, and the work. You've got to synchronize the slides to how you're speaking. You've got to think about when you're going to flip the slides on. When is that music going to roll? When is that video clip going to play? And you have to think about having balance. There's no point having an amazing dramatic scene in a video clip that totally overshadows you and the audience can't even hear what you're saying. So it's got to be in balance. Remember, the slides enhance you. You as the speaker are the main story, the main message, the main show on the stage. The slides are just a quiet backdrop to enhance your message. So think about the clip that you're going to use, think about the image that you're going to use, and think about the word or the sentence placement on the slide. Bringing it all together and practicing in this way and actually using slides to deliver your speech will mean that you will deliver a phenomenal experience for the people in your audience, and you will really touch them. You will actually have an impact on them, and they will take away your key messages and bring good, positive change into their lives and grow and develop. And so the circle continues. So we've come to the end of the journey with this particular interaction between us, me and you, the viewer. And I really wanted to thank you for your time and attention and your grace for giving me some airtime and watching this video. If you've enjoyed the video, please do subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up to the video. That would be greatly appreciated. And I really wanted to have some conversation. Please do pop some comments on this video. Tell me what you liked about the video. Let me know if there's any areas that you think I could improve in. I am at the beginning of my journey on YouTube. But most importantly, let me know about future speaking topics or areas that you need help and support in, and I can look to create the next video. So thank you for your help, your ongoing support, and look forward to catching up with you on the next video. And I wish you all the best in terms of your journey in becoming a better and more confident speaker. Thank you.